with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Point after try forthcoming. And it is now 21-0. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Well, the Bears going to take over now late in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll start up at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, and the Patriots have the lead in the final stages before halftime. Nelson Aguilar, a touchdown reception. From there, we head over to Detroit. Check on the Lions at home, Ford Field. And they trail the visiting Green Bay Packers as that one's gone to halftime. Samori Toure. 2 touchdown catches in that first half alone. Finally, we finish at MetLife Stadium to see what's going on with the Jets. And they trail the visiting Bills in that ball game at halftime. A touchdown pass there for Case Keenum. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They've gone 2 months without a loss, 8 straight wins for them. And they've got the lead here in this one as well, trying to make it 9 in a row. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Marino on play action. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man complete. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points. On 2nd down, Marino. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. And now they're in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, Marino. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Smith up the middle. Shifts past him at the 45. On the move past the 40. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. First down, Marino. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes this 35-0 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chicago offense set to get started. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. They'll set up a throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. He'll look to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it.
And definitely not a lot of answers.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Taken right around the 44. 35 yards that time on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Dolphins about set to go to work on offense. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Another touchdown here in the 4th quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game. But it falls down to the ground, incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. Time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Dolphins, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for Chicago, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions.